So as the title of the video says, this is 5 things I believe could ruin Bully 2, or at least not make it as good as Bully 1. Let's get right into it rather than waste time. Microtransactions and exclusivity. In a way, I can understand why GTA Online has microtransactions. After all, in GTA Online you typically start out as a common street folk, who works their way up in the world of crime before eventually becoming the CEO of their own business, which specialises in drug trafficking and other crimes. But in Bully, money isn't really used for anything outside of buying clothes. Okay, you can also buy weapons, but let's be honest, everybody just picks weapons up from people they've knocked out. I really hope Rockstar doesn't force microtransactions into Bully. I certainly don't want to see anything like supply drops like they are in Call of Duty either, unless they are 100% free and you can't buy them. A little bit like how Payday 2 does it, where you get one random safe drop a week, which you can open for free, and the items don't contain anything that gives a player an unfair advantage over others. And yes, I know there's going to be somebody who plays Payday who's going to say something about the old safes or the stat boost skins, but I'm talking about like the way Call of Duty has it, you know, like exclusive weapons which you can only get in these. As for exclusivity, I don't mind pre-order bonuses or special collector's edition bonuses as long as they are not overpowered. Take GTA 5 Collector's Edition as an example. It only gave players access to special customization options for GTA Online, a few non-overpowered weapons, a couple of cars and weapon skins. Achievement exclusive items are also welcome too, a little bit like how Bully 1 also gave you a rubber band ball for getting all 75 rubber bands, and a dunce cap for failing 3 classes in a row. Console exclusivity however, as a PC gamer myself I would prefer it if Bully 2 came to Steam the same time as the console release, but that's wishful thinking. I don't want to see any kind of PS4 or Xbox One exclusive DLCs, or something even more pathetic like PS4 gets it a month early, like how Call of Duty has it. None you really care about that, but that's what stopped me from buying Call of Duty in general. It really does ruin anything new, when like only a small majority of the player base are getting everything before the majority. Having a heavily focused online mode over the story mode. It's insanely likely that Bully 2 will have an online mode. In fact, I'd be more surprised if it didn't have an online mode, as in this day and age multiplayer is a vital part of nearly every game. However, many people in the Bully fanbase, me included, would be pretty annoyed if Bully 2 had a short and non-memorable story with barely anything to do in free mode, and the entire single player mode is ignored of every single update aside from the bug fixes. Once again, it's one of the major complaints I've seen about GTA 5 from people who've played GTA 4, as they feel GTA 5's post-story world was lacking in features that previous games in the series had. Compare this to GTA Online, which has had a plethora of all kinds of new things added to it, from heists, Lamar's lowrider missions, cunning stunts, while the single player mode hasn't had anything new added to it since Ill-Gotten Games Part 1 I believe. No bennies, no yachts, nothing that could enhance the game for those people who don't like playing online much. Personally, I did think Rockstar did a good enough job with GTA 5's story, as it had memorable characters, funny cutscenes and tricky missions. We can only hope that Rockstar puts as much effort into Bully 2's story as they would do for Bully Online. And hopefully that is as much as they did for Red Dead Redemption 1, as I still believe Red Dead Redemption 1 has had the most effort put into it ever, like how certain cutscenes played out depend on your actions, and, well, cover your eyes because it's going to be a bit of a spoiler. Among other things, which I don't want to spend ages on, but it'd be great if Bully 2 had similar things, like where certain cutscenes and missions ended up differently depending on how you acted throughout the story. And it goes without saying, but this is what PC gamers know best, but Rockstar, if you are doing a Bully 2 and you do end up releasing it on PC, please, for the love of everything holy, add in a working anti-cheat. I personally stick to GTA Online on Xbox One, so I haven't had to put up with it, but I've seen all kinds of videos and complaints where script kiddies ruin other people's games by draining their cash, sending them to bad sport, blowing them up constantly, giving legitimate players unwanted money drops, among many other things which make GTA Online on PC an absolute hell to play. Having an underused map. One of my main complaints with GTA 5 is how underused the entire map is. In GTA 5 I'd say about 70% of the main missions take place in the city, while the majority of the countryside goes entirely unused. Don't even get me started on the underwater stuff. I've had GTA 5 since launch, and I've never had to once use that submarine outside that one mission. Anyway, even GTA Online doesn't use the majority of the map to its full advantage. Like 90% of the properties you can buy are all stated in Los Santos and not Blaine County. The one thing Bully 1 did right was utilise most of the areas in the game. Even the Insane Asylum got 2 missions and an errand. And I'd say we got an equal balance of missions that take place on school grounds and around town, as opposed to say 10 missions in New Coventry then you never have to visit again if you don't want to. I think the only area which you don't have to visit at all during the entire story is the sea, which is next to your beach safe house, unless you want to get all the rubber bands and beat up a pirate. But one thing Rockstar do really good in all their games is map development. I liked how in their older games like Bully, GTA San Andreas, Red Dead and GTA 4, they pretty much forced the players to visit all the areas of the map, like how in GTA 4 for example, the Bellic cousins were forced out of Broker to South Bohan, and how in Red Dead Redemption John Marston was forced to go to Mexico, whether the player wanted to go or not. Okay, so while Bully 1 wasn't as extreme as San Andreas or Red Dead Redemption in forcing the player to a new area, Rockstar did a great job of scattering missions across the map equally, and I'd like to see them do the same for Bully 2. And while we're on the subject of this, I hope Rockstar will let us explore interiors a lot more this time around. I'm not asking for like every single interior like Red Dead Redemption 1 had, but I'd like to see a lot more interiors than what GTA 4 and GTA 5 had to offer. YouTubers and their love for clickbait. This one is inevitable, and I know it'll ultimately hurt Bully 2 in the long run. Hell, it's already started with every big YouTuber spamming, "Oh my god, Bully 2 officially confirmed," when it hasn't even been officially confirmed, it's a rumour from a supposed Rockstar insider. It'll get even worse if Bully 2 is officially announced. We'll get an influx of absolute crap like Jimmy Hopkins confirmed Easter eggs, which take 7 minutes to get to the damn point, which is basically just some NPC quote that has the word Hopkins in it. Leaked DLCs, which are nothing more than concepts. Stolen content from sites like Reddit, YouTube, forums, wherever. There we go, the perfect thumbnail. I think it's just missing a little something. There we go, perfection. I got Bully 2 early, which is probably the most annoying of the lot. And other absolutely abhorrent stuff like spending half the bloody video promoting some scam app, and of course flagging other people when they get caught out for their lies. So those are the 5 things I believe could ruin Bully 2, or at least not make it as good as Bully 1. I know most of you are probably going to disagree with this list, so let me know in the comments what you disagreed with. Aside from that, that's it for this video, and thank you for watching.